What are your thoughts about this new beef between 50 and Marlon Wayans and the wild card Ja Rule on the side over this Diddy documentary?
50 and Puff have a long-term beef. It's personal. It's between him and Puff. And before it's between him and Puff, it's between both of them and God. Just the way Puff is down on his luck and 50's kicking a man when he's down.
Guys, this is nuts. Sean Diddy Combs was still filming himself a week before he got arrested, months after the feds had already raided and taken all his tapes. And somehow that footage got to 50 Cent, who's now put it in his Netflix documentary.
Was he? Like, no, he wasn't.
Which makes it worse.
He wasn't going through trial.
Which makes it worse because he was going through trial when they were doing these documents. When they were doing these documentaries. I think it makes it worse.
But he thought
because the jurors could have had a chance to watch it. People could have had a chance to watch it. I think it was worse.
And what is this documentary doing other than...
The entertainment world is never short on controversy, but every now and then something drops that completely rattles the internet. And that's exactly what happened when Marlon Wayans publicly weighed in on the new Netflix documentary, Sean Combs: The Reckoning. Produced by 50 Cent, the series didn't hold back, diving straight into some of the darkest allegations surrounding Diddy. From former insiders sharing their stories to heavy claims involving manipulation, violence, and deeply disturbing behavior, the documentary instantly set the culture on fire. But things took an even sharper turn when Wayans stepped into the conversation and said he didn't fully agree with what he described as a biased narrative. To a lot of viewers online, that comment sounded like a subtle defense of Diddy. Others felt he was simply questioning how the story was framed, especially given the long, well-known feud between 50 Cent and Diddy. Still, this is the internet in 2025. Reactions move fast, memes popped up immediately, comment sections went into chaos, and right in the middle of it all were two of the loudest voices in the industry: 50 Cent, who has made it his mission to expose anything tied to Diddy, and Katt Williams, who's been warning about Hollywood's dark side for years. Both saw Wayans' comments, and neither one stayed quiet.
What are your thoughts about this new beef between 50 and Marlon Wayans and the wild card Ja Rule on the side over this Diddy documentary?
Oh boy, it's funny.
Yeah.
First of all, Ja Rule just need to move out the way and let Marlon handle it.
Yeah.
I think I've been looking at it.
Yeah.
I follow Marlon and I follow 50, of course. I don't follow Ja Rule, but I follow Marlon and 50. And I think this is a beef, an internet beef that I didn't know that I wanted. That I didn't wake up and, that was the last thing on my mind. But now that it's here, I'm happy about it. I want to say, I think that 50, me knowing Marlon and following Marlon, I think 50 has met his match.
What?
Yeah. And the reason why this is going to be, I think this beef right here could go down as one of the all-time greatest. And when I say a beef, I don't mean a street beef, I mean a troll beef.
Beef.
I think this right here is who's going to be king of.
What followed quickly turned into one of the most talked about online clashes of the month. 50 Cent kicked things off by posting jokes, memes, and slick comments that had millions laughing while fueling non-stop speculation. Katt Williams added his own angle, throwing sharp jabs and questioning why anyone would publicly defend someone facing accusations this serious. And suddenly, Marlon Wayans found himself in a situation he didn't seem ready for. A situation where every sentence, every joke, every old interview clip was dissected, criticized, and turned into fresh ammunition.
Scene footage of Sean Diddy Combs in the days leading up to his arrest in New York last September.
You want to put the stuff in my fanny pack, King?
The exclusive video obtained by Netflix shows Combs debating with his lawyers about strategy.
Listen to me. I'm going to get off the phone right now, and I am going to let you professionals look at the situation and come back to me with a solution. No matter what, no matter what nobody said. Let's just here and there, y'all are not working together the right way. We're losing.
The footage is part of a new, highly anticipated docuseries by director Alex Stapleton and rapper and executive producer Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, titled Sean Combs: The Reckoning.
Was there anything that surprised you when you were watching?
I think it was surprising that he actually filmed it.
It was very interesting to watch a man who's known for his brand presence. You know, he has a really amazing knack for marketing and all of that, and how he was sort of taking that into account in how he was coming off to the public.
The exclusive video also shows Combs in Harlem greeting fans.
Lord, you win. Lord, you win. Be with it.
I'll accept it. I need some hand sanitizer. Hold on. I got it. I've been out in the streets amongst the people. Yeah, I gotta take a bath. Like the amount of people that actually I'm coming in contact with, like that's what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? Oh. It's like 150 hugs.
You're a public person as well, and there was one instance in Harlem, and his reaction when those people
went away.
Got in
the car and said, I feel like I need to wash, like I'm dirt. That was, it shows you his character.
Was that the reason for including it?
Yeah, I mean, what's the odds that you would do that in front of the camera? Like that's one of the moments where he forgot he was on tape.
How do you respond to people who say that it's more about the disdain that you have for Sean Combs than it is for giving the victims a platform?
What they consider a pre-existing beef, right? For 20 years, right? It's me being uncomfortable with him suggesting that he takes me shopping, or I looked at it like it was like a tester. Like maybe you'll come play with me type of thing, right? And it's not personal.
I think it's important to also let people know that the show is not completely the perspectives of people that did not like Sean. We weren't trying to just get the highlights, the salacious details, you know, that the real goal was to storytell. And not everyone needed to have an allegation to be a part of this project.
The 4-part series also features 2 jurors from Combs' trial who are speaking for the first time about how they reached their mixed verdict, finding Combs guilty of 2 prostitution offenses, but clear of racketeering and trafficking charges, both sharing their thoughts on the relationship between Combs and singer Cassie. Juror 75 describing them as 2 people in love, and Juror 160 saying in part, domestic violence wasn't one of the charges.
Cassie, is she a victim in all this?
I believe Cassie's a victim in all this because she came in as she's like 18, like 19 years old. In the very beginning, after a while, over time, you condition for it.
The goal of what the film is trying to do is to let the audience kind of come in to ask questions like, were their decisions colored by certain things, and who got the benefit of the doubt, you know, in that courtroom?
Do you think that hip-hop culture was on trial as much as Sean Combs was?
Look, if I didn't say anything, you would interpret it as the hip-hop is fine with his behaviors. There's no one else being vocal. So you would look at it and just say, because that mind your business, or let me not say nothing about nothing, or those things, it would allow the entire culture to register as if they're for that behavior.
If Sean Combs watches this, what do you think he's gonna feel?
Like, wow, this is amazing. I think he's gonna say this is the best documentary I've seen in a long time. Because you'll see people saying that. I mean, he may feel a different way about pieces and bits of it, but you know.
Before diving into the backlash, it's important to understand why Marlon Wayans is even part of this conversation. Wayans has been in the entertainment industry for decades. He grew up around fame, comedy, and Hollywood circles. Over the years, he crossed paths with major figures, including Diddy. It was never described as a close friendship or business partnership, but they moved in the same spaces, same events, same parties, same industry rooms where everyone knows everyone. For over 15 years, Wayans has openly talked about attending Diddy's parties, even tweeting years ago that he always felt good vibes and never noticed anything concerning. Back then, those comments didn't raise eyebrows. It sounded like a comedian casually talking about a fellow celebrity.
Puff have a long-term beef. It's personal. It's between him and Puff. And before it's between him and Puff, it's between both of them and God. Just the way Puff is down on his luck and 50's kicking a man when he's down.
God is gonna.
If 50 ever luck turn up on 50, you got to be careful what you put out. There's a karma to every action that you do.
You think we'll see that day?
Huh?
You think we'll see that day?
I don't think 50 does dumb stuff. You know, he's very smart, you know, in terms of his business. I think he already had his...
I think we already would have saw it.
He got shot 9 times. He paid his debt early. So that's why he's like, F it. But, you know, look, this is between him and Puff, and honestly, it's between both of them and God.
Yeah.
So, you know, only God can judge, and both of them people will have time to sit with God and talk about and through everything. And right now is Puff's time to sit there and have a conversation, a much needed conversation with.
But after Diddy's 2024 arrest and the flood of allegations that followed, those old comments came back to the surface. People started digging through interviews, clips, and tweets, looking closely at who said what and who stood where. Wayans tried to create some distance, explaining that he never stayed long at parties, that he left early, and that he personally never saw anything questionable. He framed his comments as honesty about his own experience. In today's climate, though, that kind of honesty gets complicated. Some fans pointed out that plenty of people have said similar things about controversial figures. Others argued Wayans was just telling his truth and shouldn't be blamed for not witnessing what others claim happened. Either way, whether he meant to or not, Wayans placed himself squarely in the middle of a conversation that stretches far beyond Hollywood. When the Netflix documentary dropped, the energy around this topic exploded. And once Wayans spoke on the cruise show, everything shifted. People started connecting dots he never intended to draw. His words created waves, and those waves headed straight toward 2 men known for speaking loudly and without hesitation. The situation really blew up when Marlon Wayans appeared on the cruise show on December 8, 2025. That's where he made the comments that went viral. Instead of praising the documentary or staying neutral, Wayans said the series felt like a narrative shaped by someone with a personal feud against Diddy, without naming 50 Cent at first. He questioned the motives behind producing a project so focused on Diddy's worst accusations. He even suggested there was karma in kicking a man while he was already down and facing legal battles.
As a producer and as a director and as a storyteller, I can create a narrative. I could be like, you know what?
You have.
I could create a narrative.
Well,
I
we
could be
see it all the time in reality shows.
Huh?
Like,
Nah,
on reality
that's right.
shows,
Yeah,
that's how they're
creating
you write a
narrative.
character.
It doesn't mean it's true. It doesn't mean it's true. I can get interviews, I can do this, I can get footage, and I could make you think this about that person.
Nah, for sure, yeah.
And that doesn't necessarily mean it's true. So for me, you know, I think, look, 50 and Puff have a long-term beef. It's personal. It's
Well,
between.
people are saying 50's wrong for doing it, but 50's right for doing it. It's divided.
It's between him and Puff. And before it's between him and Puff, it's between both of them and God. Just the way Puff is down on his luck and 50's kicking a man when he's down.
God is gonna.
If 50 ever luck turn up on 50, you know, that you got to be careful what you put out. There's a karma to every action that you do.
You think we'll see that day?
Huh?
You think we'll see that day?
I don't think 50 does dumb stuff. You know, he's very smart, you know, in terms of his business. I think he already had his.
I think we already would have saw it.
He got shot 9 times. He paid his debt early. So that's why he's like, F it. But, you know, look, this is between him and Puff, and honestly, it's between both of them and God.
Yeah.
So, you know, only God can judge, and both of them people will have time to sit with God and talk about and through everything. And right now is Puff's time to sit there and have a conversation, a much needed conversation with God. Mm-hmm. And you know, like I said, I know his kids, I know his family, I know 50. You know, I've seen Tupac and Biggie, both friends of mine, die for beef. I think we all need to learn our lessons. Mm-hmm. And at a point, you're gonna keep one up on each other until the beef gets so out of hand that lives are at stake, and that's when you've crossed the line. And at a point, now it's no holds bars and bare knuckle boxing. When Puff come out, he gonna probably have the 50 Cent documentary ready.
Nah, you should let it
Someone's
go.
working on it now.
No,
You should let it go. Nah, that's revenge.
I
right?
haven't
Like,
seen. Yeah, but both of this is all it's coming from a
it's
place
deeper than rap, I think, too.
I think it's personal. I think it's between
it's
them
personal.
two. I don't know what it is. I don't know what they beef is. I mean,
well, business, who knows?
The second those words hit the air, headlines formed instantly. Clips flooded social media, with people either agreeing that documentaries can push certain narratives or accusing Wayans of downplaying serious allegations. He later tried to clear things up on Instagram, saying he wasn't defending Diddy, but by then, the internet had already decided. His clarification didn't slow the backlash. Many saw it as backtracking. People pointed out that questioning a documentary executive produced by 50 Cent was always going to draw heat, especially since 50 Cent has built a reputation for going at Diddy full force. From Power to BMF to relentless social media posts, 50 Cent has mastered an aggressive, humorous way of calling out people he clashes with. Wayans' comments hit that exact nerve. The internet watched closely. 50 Cent fans waited for a response, and anyone familiar with Katt Williams knew silence wasn't an option. Wayans' words landed in a space where two outspoken comedians have spent years hinting at what they believe goes on behind Hollywood's glossy surface.
That 50 and Diddy were fighting for the kingdom.
Yeah.
Like Pac said him and Big was back in the day.
Yeah.
And that's what this whole thing is about when it comes to 50 and Diddy. That's why he's, the 40 laws of power, he's trying to kill him. You understand what I'm saying? I think that this right here is kind of, it's not that serious, but it's more of the king of trolls because Marlon Wayans is a relentless troll. I'm talking about he is relentless. Marlon Wayans will drop 5 troll posts for every one that 50 is gonna drop. That's one thing. He comes in bulk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He don't care if 1 or 2 of them don't hit. It's about it's how many he can get out there. You know what I'm saying? You. He just dropped one this morning while I was on my way here with 50 with the album cover with all the baby oil on it. He talking about where did you get all the baby oil from?
Oh Lord.
He got Diddy and I don't know if he did an AI one where he got Diddy and 50 in a hot tub. Yeah. And all kind of 50 come right back on him. 50 got one showing Marlon saying that he's not defending Diddy, but then he turned around. 50 done when he got some old clips of Marlon saying, "Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Diddy parties never let me down." So I think that this right here is a fun troll beef. Yeah. Hopefully it don't get out of control. Yeah. You and I always know that it's always the extra people that take it serious. But as far as them two go, I don't think that it's gonna, go there. I think that
you know what? I used to believe that it couldn't go there until I saw Will Smith at the Oscars.
It can. And you're right.
I used to believe that it wouldn't go there between celebrities of that magnitude until Will Smith lost his mind at the Oscars and started slapping people.
That's true. But I think that Marlon and 50 are public trolls. That was more on a personal, behind the scenes level. Yeah. Will Smith is not an internet troll.
That's right.
Chris Rock was not an internet troll.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That was more, hey man, you finna get up here on the awards, man. Don't be talking about my wife. She her bald head from what the little disease or whatever she got is, she feels a certain kind of way about it. Don't make the joke. He made the joke, he got slapped out. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So theirs was a lot different. Now, let me break down a few different things to you. Because a lot of people, I'm reading comments and on both sides. And a lot of people are asking me too. They say, well, Wick, who you think is going to prevail in the, the king of trolls? I'm going to go ahead and put a name on it. The king of trolls.
The king of trolls.
The king of trolls. Who's going to be the king? We got over here
the troll
50.
king.
We got 50. Yeah. And we got Marlon.
That's right.
Once 50 Cent heard Wayans' comments, the response was instant. Known for turning humor into a weapon, 50 Cent ran straight to Instagram. He posted old white chicks photos, meme-style edits, and captions mocking the idea of Wayans trying to shield Diddy. The posts spread fast, pulling in hundreds of thousands of likes. For 50 Cent, this was classic form. He framed Wayans' remarks as proof that Hollywood still protects its own. He argued the documentary exposes the silence that kept these stories buried for years. And he made it clear that his long-standing feud with Diddy doesn't cancel out the seriousness of the accusations. To him, Wayans' comments were a distraction from the real issue. He stressed that people shouldn't be focused on party experiences when the documentary features accounts from former associates, employees, and insiders describing far more disturbing events. 50 Cent positioned the documentary as bigger than entertainment. He called it a cultural moment, a chance to shine light on behavior people whispered about for years but were afraid to say out loud. His posts kept coming throughout the week, keeping Wayans' name trending. Fans laughed at the memes, but also criticized Wayans for sitting in the middle during a moment when many expect a clear stance. The more 50 Cent joked, the bigger the story became. And quietly in the background, Katt Williams was gearing up for his own response.
Wayans family knows 50's bosses, who is paying 50. That's who they're dealing with. You understand what I'm saying? So you're dealing with somebody that don't need to be in your documentaries, your good graces, none of that, because they can drop just as many movies as you can, if not more. That's the other thing. But now I gotta, show love to 50.
Okay then.
You know what I'm saying? 40 Laws of Power, Robert Greene. You know what I'm saying? 50, if you know about, because 40 Laws of Power. You know what I'm saying? If you are a guy that subscribes to the 40 Laws of Power, you know that it's the art of manipulation. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the laws in there, they don't, they go lower. They go low, we go lower. The art of manipulation. I don't believe in a God per se. The God is me. I determine the life and what's gonna happen, me. That's a lot of 50 fans will tell you that's what he subscribes to. So therefore, 50 is relentless. 50 is gonna do whatever it takes. Not to take an L in this situation. That's what makes the entire thing fascinating, if it's all in good nature. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm sitting back, I'm waking up now, I'm seeing both of them going back and forth. Marlon just put out a post saying, I'm finna troll the troll. You know what I'm saying? And 50 say, I'm here for all the smoke, little punk. You know what I'm saying? So I like both of it. I love it all. A lot of people think that that I don't like 50. That's not true at all. I love 50. I love 50. I love his music. I love his hustle. I love everything 50 stand for, except for one thing. What? My thing has always been, have the same energy with the other side that you have for your own people. And that's what anybody, you know what I'm saying? That's what Oprah and Gail, that's what this person, that person. Show me the same. If you're Stephen A. Smith, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna sit up there and talk about LeBron James, and you're gonna talk about Michael Jordan, and you're gonna talk about blah, 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 and Shador Shador Sanders is cocky, he's spoiled, he this and that, and or Allen Iverson coming to a meeting late. You understand what I'm saying? Then when the white athletes come to a meeting late, or they wearing, bling bling and stuff, they have the same energy for them. If you got a problem with this celebrity, I remember back in the day, a lot of broad sportscasters had a problem with Andre Rison, and I was there for it when he was messing with Lisa Leftout Lopez, God rest her soul. Right? They had a problem with that. Right? But a lot of the same guys now, and they were around back then. They don't have a problem with Taylor Swift and your boy for the Kansas City Chiefs. I know exactly what you're talking about. I forget his name. They'll tell me in the comments. But if the energy doesn't be the same when it comes to our blacks as the other side, as the whites. If you're 50 and you give me the Harvey Weinstein documentaries, and you give me the Epstein documentaries, just like you give me Diddy, then I have.
Katt Williams has built a reputation for being fearless when uncomfortable truths come up. He's one of the few comedians who consistently speaks on Hollywood's darker corners, the gatekeepers, the exploitation, the quiet power circles that decide who rises and who disappears. So once Marlon Wayans' comments went viral, people weren't asking if Katt would respond, they were asking when. And he didn't disappoint. Katt took a much more direct route. Unlike 50 Cent's meme-heavy approach, Katt questioned why Marlon would step into such a sensitive conversation without fully grasping just how serious and deep these allegations really are. He reminded people that this moment isn't about friendships or party memories. It's about individuals who say they were hurt, manipulated, or mistreated. According to Katt, even unintentionally defending someone in the middle of a storm like this sends the wrong message. He also made a key point that shifted the tone of the conversation. Katt explained that just because someone didn't personally see anything doesn't mean nothing happened. One person's experience doesn't erase another person's pain. He said, Hollywood is built on illusion. People are shown clean rooms, good vibes, and smiling faces. But behind those polished moments, entire hidden worlds can exist that outsiders never see. That's why, according to Katt, people should listen carefully and avoid dismissing serious allegations just because someone else had a good time at a party. 'Cause Diddy be wanting to party and you gotta tell him no. You gotta tell him no. I did. Katt's words added real weight to the situation. He didn't directly attack Marlon, but he made it clear that innocence and ignorance are not the same thing. His message reminded fans that speaking without full awareness can still cause harm. And when Katt Williams speaks, people listen. His voice added pressure on Marlon as the conversation kept evolving. After the memes, jokes, and commentary from both 50 Cent and Katt Williams, Marlon Wayans found himself under intense scrutiny. He went back online to explain his point again. He stressed that he was not defending Diddy. He said he was simply answering questions honestly and sharing his personal experience. Marlon repeated that he never stayed late at gatherings and never saw anything inappropriate, meaning he could only speak from his own point of view. But the online reaction didn't slow down. Some users called him naive. Others said he should have avoided the topic entirely. Then things got messier. Unverified rumors started spreading across social media. People posted claims, jokes, and completely fabricated stories about Marlon's personal life. None of it was backed by evidence, but it showed just how fast the internet can turn a serious discussion into a storm of speculation.
You think 50 go tap out with Marlon?
Marlon got time today.
He got time.
Marlon is a person.
But now 50 does this for a living.
No, Marlon does too. Marlon does too. And what do you have besides when your gay jokes wear off on Marlon, which he don't care about that. He didn't build his career off being a gangster. I'm gonna give you one more example and bring it home to all the people. Yeah. Right? If Young Thug, for instance, when he was doing the jail calls, and they were saying he was snitching, or 6ix9ine, they were saying he was snitching, or this person or that person. You understand what I'm saying? That's a rapper, and they were gangster rappers. That hurt their career. Stay with me. That hurt their career because they built their careers off being solid from street. Now, people that I tell street guys this all the time. Let's say Miss Emma from down the street, the lady from 227 that used to be in the window, the old lady. Nobody cares about, they're gonna snitch. Everybody in the neighborhood know Miss Emma's gonna tell on you. And she ain't gonna lose no credibility for telling on you. You know why? Because she ain't built her reputation off being a gangster or being solid. You understand what I'm saying? See, 50 got more to lose. 50 career is built off being a gangster that got shot and all this. It only takes Marlon to find one thing, and he got a powerful family. One thing that is gonna hurt a lot worse than you showing something on Marlon that we all know anyway. Nobody likes Marlon Wayans because he's an OG, triple OG gangster. You see what I'm saying? So he has less to lose than what 50 has to lose, if that makes sense to you.
I'm with you.
You understand what I'm saying? So now it's these two families, they go to digging. They go to digging for stuff. 50 now, you better make sure it's squeaky clean. You ain't beat no women.
Come on.
You ain't been to no parties. You ain't goddamn snitched to nobody. If you find a video of Marlon snitching, he don't care. He snitches in all his movies.
Yeah.
So that's the point I'm making. You know what I'm saying? So this is gonna be, it's funny, but at the end of the day, I think it's all in good fun.
Yeah.
I think that, you know what I'm saying, is as long as it don't turn into nothing else right here, we all sit back with our popcorn, man, and a lot of us like both of them. So it's just funny.
And then lastly, I gotta ask you this other one though. If you're Diddy seeing this, how would you feel?
I mean, I told you that, you know, Diddy is no different than 50. Diddy is subscribes to the 40 laws of power also.
Yeah.
That's the mentality of the whole thing. And Puffy definitely has that same mentality. I think that if 50 was on the other end of the stick, that's why 50 going at him so hard.
Yeah.
That Puffy will be doing the same exact thing to 50 that 50 is doing to him. So I'm not, so don't ever get it twisted that I feel sorry for Diddy. Diddy put himself where he's at because of his choices. My only thing was 50. There's a lot of other men that don't look like us that have done the same thing or worse with bigger names that you won't say nothing about. So, but to answer your question, Diddy shouldn't be worried about nothing. What Diddy should be worried about is getting his life together, righting his wrongs, making his family proud. He got his mom out here, you know what I'm saying, looking crazy. You got your kids out here looking crazy. You got innocent people out here looking crazy that love you. That should be his only concern, not Marlon and 50 out here trolling. What's gonna happen is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And I just think, like I said, the Marlon and 50 situation, it's funny, it's good for the culture. Now, it's a troll beef that I didn't think that I needed, and it's funny as hell to me.
Still, that didn't stop the public from reading deeper into the situation. Many felt Marlon stepped into a conversation he simply wasn't prepared for. Others believed he was trying to be fair in a moment charged with emotion. His attempts to calm things down showed just how hard it is to stay neutral today. Once the internet locks onto a narrative, every explanation becomes part of the story. Marlon's sincerity, confusion, and even his humor all became fuel for debate. Meanwhile, 50 Cent and Katt Williams continued shaping the conversation with louder, more confident voices. And this moment became bigger than three comedians exchanging jokes. It reflected a major shift happening in entertainment. For years, whispers about powerful Hollywood figures floated quietly. Some stories stayed buried, others were brushed off. But in 2025, the atmosphere is different. The culture is more alert, more sensitive, and more willing to listen to people who say they were mistreated. The Reckoning documentary fit into that shift. Love him or hate him, 50 Cent created a project that forced old conversations back into the spotlight. Marlon Wayans, questioning the documentary's angle, placed him on the opposite side of that momentum. Not because he defended wrongdoing, but because it appeared he downplayed the seriousness of what the documentary presented. To people like 50 Cent and Katt Williams, silence or neutrality is no longer acceptable when heavy allegations surround a powerful figure.
Abundantly clear. I'm not here defending Diddy. I am here because I got dragged into this because somebody asked me a question and I had an opinion. Nobody's wrong for giving an opinion about any subject, period. I'm not here defending Diddy. Don't let the narrative fool you or get to you. Once again, somebody's creating narratives. This is my point. So please look at the whole clip that I did and then look what happens with the narrative. And that's what I'm telling you. Y'all people don't be sheep. Use your brain, use your freedom of thought, your freedom of speech, and don't ever let nobody bully you. Never. Don't let nobody bully you. You got me? Love. Now back to trolling this troll.
This moment also highlights just how divided the culture really is. Some believe everyone deserves fairness, and that documentaries can push certain agendas. Others feel the sheer volume of accusations against Diddy means public figures must speak carefully and avoid minimizing anything. The clash between Marlon, 50 Cent, and Katt Williams reflects that divide perfectly. It shows how social media magnifies every comment, every joke, and every reaction. One sentence can ignite a full-blown debate in minutes. And entertainment news is no longer just about celebrities. It's about accountability, loyalty, perception, and responsibility. Whether Marlon intended to or not, he stepped into a cultural battle that's been building for years. And once he did, the responses from 50 Cent and Katt Williams became part of something much bigger. This situation isn't just about memes, jokes, or interviews. It's a snapshot of how complicated Hollywood has become when truth, loyalty, and allegations collide. Marlon tried to question the documentary's presentation, but his words were received as something much larger. In today's climate, even a small comment can turn into a major controversy. 50 Cent used humor to push a message about accountability and silence. Katt Williams took a deeper route, questioning why anyone would soften the image of a man facing serious accusations. And Marlon Wayans ended up stuck in the middle, trying to balance honesty with public pressure, comedy with responsibility, and personal experience with cultural reality. As this story continues, one thing is clear: the culture is struggling with how to talk about powerful figures. People are questioning whether entertainers have a duty to speak up or stay quiet until the truth fully unfolds. They're asking whether loyalty should ever outweigh the voices of those who say they suffered, and they're watching closely to see who stands where. So now the question goes to you. Do you think Marlon Wayans was simply sharing his honest experience, or did he cross a line he should have avoided? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's next. And until then, fam, keep it real.